Methadone is often given to heroin addicts to help ease their withdrawal symptoms. It's also prescribed to manage pain. But some argue the bad is outweighing the good, especially now that the drug is making its way to the streets and killing users. News 13's Holly Hedrick continues her look at this drug dilemma. Holly.
The most recent data from the North Carolina Division of Public Health shows 272 people died of methadone overdose in 2005. 5 of them were in Rutherford County alone. A lethal dose of methadone took Benny McIntyre from his family in Rutherford County.
So we're doing the best we can.
Benny's just one of hundreds in the Tar Heel State who die each year from overdosing on the drug.
And I feel sorry for those people that do have experiences like this because it never goes away.
Barbara Barnett believes her son got the prescription drug illegally.
A lot of the addictions comes from doctors' offices, streets, wherever.
Dr. Richard Sherman oversees Asheville's methadone clinic, where doses are strictly regulated. In his private practice, he can prescribe 30 days' worth of the drug and says it's no worse than other painkillers.
Methadone has this stigma, the word, for some reason, but you're going to see patients coming out of physicians' offices all the time getting a prescription for 240 Lortab.
Any of it can kill you.
Methadone stays in the body for 12 to 36 hours. If a patient or abuser pops another pill while the narcotic's still in their system, it can create a toxic buildup.
Deaths from methadone abuse typically are caused by someone taking methadone who does not have a tolerance to opiates or opioids, or who has taken methadone in combination with some other substance or medication.
They find them, dead, unconscious.
The FDA put out a warning in November stating patients newly starting methadone for pain control may result in death and life-threatening changes in breathing and heartbeat.
In appropriate doses, patients have been on it for many, many, many years with absolutely no harmful effects.
But some wonder, once the withdrawal symptoms of drug addiction are gone, why would rehab patients continue using methadone?
Why can't diabetics stop taking insulin? Why can't someone with high blood pressure stop taking high blood pressure medication? If someone is on methadone and doing well, it doesn't make sense to force them off methadone against their will and put them at risk of relapse.
If it's going to help someone, to me, that would depend on the person and how bad they wanted to get off of it.
Getting off methadone's not an easy task.
There's a real long process of detoxification from methadone. Again, opiates and methadone are in the same category. It's not a risk of dying, but it's extremely painful.
Think of it as a very severe form of the flu.
Some argue methadone treatment saves the public money.
For every dollar we spend on treatment, we save $7 as a country. What we're seeing is the severity of people in their addiction is getting worse and worse and worse. And the drugs on the streets are getting worse and worse. So when you combine those two things together, people are more desperate, so they're more likely to commit crimes.
Patients at Western Carolina Treatment Clinic pay out of pocket between $4,000 to $7,000 a year.
There's a 70% employment rate among patients in methadone treatment.
While there are success stories, Barbara Barnett believes more needs to be done to get methadone off the streets.
There's not a whole lot of people out there willing to talk about this or do anything about it. It's just like they slide it over their heads and let it go.
She wants to help prevent tragedies like Benny's from happening to someone else.
If this is the way you want to remember a child, you keep sitting on your hind end and not speak up or do anything or get active in some kind of drug program to help.
Benny's family has set up a website and blog for folks who are dealing with addiction. To find out more about Benny's justice, log on to our website at WLOS.com.